Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually under the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another update for you, and this is the brand Monotheme. Brand Monotheme is an Italian brand from Venice, and their specialty is in fresh fragrances. So this one in particular is called, and they have many perfumes in their lineup. I think all together maybe around 30 or so perfumes under their belt. And I unboxed and reviewed many of their fragrances before. They are quite impressive for the price. This one in particular is called Monotheme Bourbon Vetiver, is Eau Toilette 100 ml. United Kingdom you can find it under £30, and for that price this is delicious. So as it says on the name Vetiver, this is by far dominated by vetiver, so you need to like your vetiver to enjoy this. Otherwise, if you don't like vetiver, so obviously this is not for you. The vetiver in here is let's start with the presentation. Presentation is always on the simple side, but as always I say in my videos, if you give me a simple presentation, I'm very happy. If you give me a very over-the-top presentation and the juice is not good, it's a waste of time, waste of money and waste of effort. So in this case is perfect because I don't pay for the packaging and for the presentation, I pay for the perfume itself. So the presentation is quite on the simple side, yes, on the minimalistic side, yes, but it does the job perfectly, which is good for us consumers' pocket, and also is good for the environment. The bottle itself is a classical bottle, and cap is plastic, and the atomizer is quite good. It's all right. Here we go. So altogether, good for the price. So now, in terms of value for money, for what I paid and what I got is perfect. At least for my age, for my experience, and for my taste. I love vetiver. Vetiver is one of my favorite notes in perfumery, and this is beautifully done. The vetiver in here is almost perfect. So in terms of who is it for, this is definitely mature nose, so I would say at least 25 and up to in the safe side, if not even 30 years and older. The reason is because the perfumery in here is quite on the classical side, is a little bit on the barbershop, a little bit on the cream shave, a little bit on the cologne side of things, a little bit on the aftershave side of things. So it gives you that classical, classy, manly, aftershavey, barbershopy feel to it, definitely. So for that is going to be a little bit on the mature side. Unless you like this kind of fragrances, it doesn't mean anything. And in terms of gender, this is very masculine. So this is quite masculine, I would say even up to uber masculine. So this is truly masculine fragrance. But if you're a lady and you like this kind of fragrances, who am I to deny you? Good on you if you are going to try something like this. And in terms of season, this is better suited for warmer weather. For the last 3 days I wore it, and it was perfect for this time of year, for in middle of summer. And also the weather at the moment in the United Kingdom is quite hot. It's around between 25 to 30 degrees, which is this perfume, this fragrance is perfect with this weather. And in terms of occasion, this is a Swiss Army knife. You can dress it up, dress it down, daytime, nighttime, special occasion, casual, anything you want. It's got some complexity to it that you can dress it up, and it's got some simplicity to it that you can dress it down. So let's go to the perfume itself. The perfume itself, it opens up with a beautiful citrus. The citrus in here is juicy, is basically sparkly, is very inviting, is very captivating, and is very alluring. So citrus opens up beautifully and it lifts you and is captivating, very captivating. and it's the combination of bergamot and lemon in here, so giving you that zesty feel all together. The rest of this fragrance, after say 20 minutes or so, 20 minutes to half an hour, the citruses are slowly subsiding, and you start to smell the beautiful vetiver in here. The beautiful vetiver in here is very fresh, is grassy, is green, is leafy, is hint of earthiness in here, and also, but overall this is a very clean vetiver. The vetiver they utilize in here is super clean and is super natural as well. It's very natural. This perfume smells so natural, is amazing for the price. I don't know how they manage that. Overall, when companies utilize vetiver in their perfumes, they usually use natural vetiver. The reason is because it's very accessible, it's very reasonable, and is very widespread. So there is no reason for them to go and use synthetic. Okay, so in this one is definitely very natural smelling. There are some herbal aspect to this fragrance, little bit of fruitiness. I'm not sure where is that coming from, but the fruitiness of it is not like typical fruit. It's more like green, grassy, leafy, herbal fruitiness to it rather than just fruits. Okay, but the main player, the main star of the show is the vetiver. After vetiver is the herbs, is the herbal aspect of it, is the green aspect of it, is the artemisia to some extent, giving it that little bit of that fruitiness. There's artemisia in here, and also there's a coriander in here. There is a vetiver, neroli, oak moss, and sandalwood. In the base, the sandalwood is very apparent, and the sandalwood in here is very creamy. When it opens up a little bit on the soapy side. But maybe first half an hour is quite soapy, but after that it's like slowly subside, and the soapiness is always there a little bit, but not too much. In the beginning it's quite strong. And overall this fragrance is very clean, is very fresh, is very clean, is very soapy, is very refreshing, is very fresh, and is very alluring and captivating. And as I said, for this time of year, for middle of summer, this is a perfect fragrance for that. It's just bang for this time of year. Is just beautiful. So overall, and there's a neroli in here. I'm smelling something like orange blossom as well in the background, but mainly there in the background is a supportive role and gives in it that body, plus that oak moss. The oak moss gets a little bit stronger in the dry down, but it never takes over, because the main player in this beautiful fragrance is the vetiver. But the combination of the vetiver and the oak moss in the dry down, it becomes very classic. It becomes very classical. It becomes very 70s and 80s feel to it as well. So you need to like this kind of fragrances. You need to like your classical fragrances. You need to like your mature fragrances. You need to like your masculine fragrances. You need to like fragrances that are reminiscent of classical world. So overall, what I get from this fragrance, very aromatic, and the aromaticness is mainly coming from the vetiver itself, and also the artemisia in here. Very aromatic. It's very citrusy in the beginning. For the first half an hour, it's quite citrusy. The woodiness in the base is very clean. It's a combination of sandalwood and cedar, but very clean. You get into the dry down, when you go there, you end up with a sandalwood, cedar, vetiver, and oak moss. This is the main players in the dry down. The herbal aspect of it is very apparent, especially the first half of this fragrance is very apparent, and is that coriander giving it that beautiful herbal feel. The little bit of hint of earthiness, not too much. The vetiver they utilize in here is super clean. Okay, so very clean vetiver in here, and it's a little bit on the fresh spicy side, which is, I'm getting a little bit of like a ginger overall, to a hint of ginger in here as well. And when it goes to dry, as I said, oak moss is quite apparent as well. But from the beginning to the end, always the vetiver shines. So vetiver is the star of the show, and it starts and it finishes with vetiver, more vetiver. So you need to love your vetiver in here. especially your fresh vetiver, especially your clean vetiver, especially little bit on the soapy side of vetiver. Okay guys, so overall I highly recommend it. I absolutely enjoy this. I give this fragrance, for what it is, for the price, 10 out of 10. In terms of performance, this is very good as well. For the price, for a fresh fragrance, this is very good. On my skin went easily over 6 hours. On t-shirt and materials goes over easily over 8 hours. In terms of projection, I had an arm length of projection for around 2 hours or so, and after that slowly subside. But you also have a small bubble, small cloud, and a small trail behind you. You need to go a little bit more heavy on the trigger if you want to, stay there for all day. I went about 10 sprays of it, and that was ample enough for me to smell it. But if you want to go outside and people smell you from the other side of the road and stays there for a longer, use it as a combination on the skin and t-shirt. Maybe 10 sprays on t-shirt, 10 sprays on skin, and that will take you to up to 8 hours of longevity for this fragrance, and you can always smell it around you. Superbly done, very, very beautiful fragrance, but with a big but, and that is not for everybody, because again, you need to like what I described to enjoy this, especially the beautiful vetiver in here. Okay guys, if you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you fragrances like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they are hidden gems, and this beauty is definitely a hidden gem. If you want to purchase one of my own perfumes, I'm a perfumer myself. I make my own line of perfumes. There are true handmade perfumes just for you lucky people in United Kingdom. I leave them in the link. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker. So there are true handmade perfumes just for you lucky people in United Kingdom. They are ultra beast mode, 100% natural, amazing value for money. They smell great. They are very artistic and unique. And I put more than 60% perfume oils in my perfumes, which is unheard of. That makes them big, bold, and very, very beautiful and very, very long lasting. Okay guys, thank you very much as always for your support and for your watching the videos, and I'll see you later. Bye bye bye.